The first step in solving pretty much any problem can be summed up in 3 words. Set your priorities. At least once a week I meet with someone that tells me they've got a lot of debt and they want the collection calls to stop, so they want to go bankrupt. I ask them what happened and they tell me that they got laid off a few months ago and they're getting behind on everything, so they want to go bankrupt. That's fine, but bankruptcy might not be your #1 priority. Here's the catch. Bankruptcy costs money. It isn't free. If you do a survey of every bankruptcy trustee in Canada, you'll probably find that the average trustee requires you to make payments to them to cover the cost of the bankruptcy of somewhere between $200 and $250 per month while you're bankrupt. Many of them will also require you to make an initial payment. And if you go bankrupt, you lose your tax refund, you lose any money you contributed to your RSP in the last year, and you might lose your HST refunds. So if you did lose your job and cash is tight, what's your priority? Is it paying a trustee $200 a month every month, or would you rather use that money to pay rent and buy groceries? It's a question of priorities. Now, if you're working and your wages are being garnished for $500 every month, paying a trustee $200 a month to do a bankruptcy or a consumer proposal might be a good deal. You're actually saving money. But if you don't have any wages to garnish, and if you don't have any assets to seize, filing bankruptcy may not be your #1 priority. Or maybe it is. The point is, you have to decide what's your top priority. Is your top priority dealing with your debts or getting caught up on rent and hydro? You may think the credit card bill collectors are your #1 priority because they call you every day and it's a real nuisance and you'd like it to stop. But if you don't pay your rent or your hydro bill or your credit cards, what'll happen? If you don't pay your hydro bill, they shut off your hydro. If you don't pay your rent, eventually you get evicted. If you don't pay your credit cards, they'll keep phoning and eventually they might take you to court and garnish your wages. So, what's most important today? If you're so far behind on hydro that they're going to shut it off at the end of the month, but you're only a month behind on your credit card bill, I think getting some money to hydro is probably your top priority. So here's my suggestion. By all means, talk to a bankruptcy trustee so you understand your options. But before you start paying a trustee to go bankrupt, do what you can to get caught up on important things like rent and hydro and food. Once the day-to-day essentials are taken care of, then filing a consumer proposal or bankruptcy to deal with your debts might become your top priority. So, unless your wages are being garnished now, or you have some other very pressing reason for filing bankruptcy today, set your priorities and deal with the urgent, important ones first. When you meet with me, I'm not going to start by telling you need to go bankrupt or file a proposal. I'm going to start by asking you to describe the facts of your situation, and then I'll ask you that 4-word question. What are your priorities? What's most urgent to you?